everyone. It's Enjoy English School. I'm Chris Gorski.
And I'm Minnie.
Today is July 3rd, and we're beginning our day one of our two-day article on the spotlight on Taiwan. And today, it's called the Taiwan International Balloon Festival.
那我们今天深入台湾的主题要来讲到的是台湾国际热气球嘉年华。
So we're on pages 8 and 9 in your magazine, and a festival is like a party, but we plan it every year. Sometimes it's about religion or a god. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just a big party like Thanksgiving. And what's your favorite festival, Minnie?
Wow, that's a good question. I think my favorite festival might be Christmas.
Christmas? Yeah, I suppose so. Now, traditionally, because Christmas is only one day, we don't usually call it a festival. But actually, if you're really, really into Christianity, you know there are the 12 days of Christmas. And yes, those are real things. So, yeah, I think they call it the festival of something. I don't know.
Yeah, so festival, this word is 嘉年华. Festive is the adjective. Festive.
That's right. And it's related to the word feast, F-E-A-S-T, which is a really big deal. Think Thanksgiving. Our subtitle today is Enjoy Hot Air Balloons in Eastern Taiwan.
那我们的子标题呢，他说 Enjoy 享受台湾东部的热气球 is Eastern Taiwan. Eastern, this word is kind of difficult to pronounce, eh?
That's right. All right, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we have paragraph 1. Okay, friends, let's look at pages 8 and 9 in our magazine. Don't forget to write all your notes in your magazine. That's a great way to remember. Let's begin our first sentence. Taiwan's beauty attracts visitors from around the world.
那台湾之美吸引世界各地的游客。
Now, this sentence is the simple present tense. It's just a fact that we know that Taiwan is famous for its beauty, and so people want to be here. So don't forget, when we're talking about facts, we like the simple present tense.
那在这边我们这个句子还是用简单式来写现在简单式啊。它用现在简单式来写的原因是因为我们现在就是讲一个 fact， 就是讲一个事实嘛。那我们既然在讲事实，那我们就用现在式就可以咯。
Let's look at our next sentence. However, Taidong, located in eastern Taiwan, hoped to attract more tourists.
然而呢，位于台湾东部的台东，希望能吸引更多的游客。
Let's look at the word Taidong. This is T-A-I-T-U-N-G. 你别担心，这个 T 就发 D, okay? There are a few ways to write Chinese words in pinyin, and this is the older way. I think 比较现代的他们用 D, but that's fine. 你就是要记得这个是台东。
台东, yeah.
When we say something is located in a place, we just mean it is in this place. We also can say it is found in Eastern Taiwan.
所以在这边 be 动词 be located in 就是代表说位于哪里。然后刚刚老师有特别讲台东那个是 T 的发音，就是 D 的发音，这个没有关系。甚至因为我们是讲中文的人，所以当你讲到台东的时候，你也不一定要学外国人台东，你可以直接说台东就好了。
That's right, I agree. Although I would say don't say Taipei, if you're speaking English, most foreigners won't catch that. Probably Taipei is more widely accepted. I would say 95% of places. Just say the Chinese way and a foreigner will understand. If you go to America and Canada and you say Taipei, it will sound funny to them. It doesn't mean it's wrong because it's Taipei, but all foreigners call it Taipei when we're casually talking.
So we should teach them the right way. It's Taipei.
Yeah, I think it's fine to say in Chinese, we call it Taipei, that P is a B. Then the foreigner is going to say, why is B and P flipped? And you have to tell them because these two guys named Wade and Giles were... Why does P have to be B, okay? All right, let's continue to our next sentence. The area already had some experience with paragliding, so the local government decided to promote a related activity.
那该地区已经有一些滑翔伞的经验，所以当地的政府呢就决定推广一个相关的活动。
Okay, let's go to our next sentence here. It hosted the first Taiwan International Balloon Festival in 2011, which kicked off a yearly tradition.
那他在2011年举办了首届台湾国际热气球嘉年华，从此呢就 kick off 开始了每年的传统了。
That's right. So which started a yearly tradition, which kicked off a yearly tradition. This comes from American football, where the first thing you do is you kick the ball to the other team. This is a sports reference. And yeah, if you don't know American football, maybe you don't know this. It just means start.
Yeah, kick off, start.
So let's go to our second paragraph right after this. Okay, we're back with more Enjoy English School. Today is July 3rd, and we're on pages 8 and 9, and we're talking about the spotlight on Taiwan, the Taiwan International Balloon Festival. Now, this name has Taiwan in it. I wonder if they wanted to call it the Taidong International Balloon Festival, because when I read the name Taiwan International Balloon Festival, I don't know where this would be.
That is true. I thought it's called Taidong International Balloon Festival, actually.
I wonder if they didn't change the name. Maybe it's like originally Taidong because...
Or maybe they started calling themselves like Taidong blah, blah, blah in 2011, but they want to make it like a bigger scale, so they changed it to Taiwan.
Or people don't know where Taidong is. Yeah, there's a good reason for choosing names. I will say when most foreigners visit Taiwan, they go to Taipei, and that's about it. So having a reason to leave Taipei is really useful. It's look at this special thing you can do outside of the main city. I know when my family thinks about Taiwan, they think only about Taipei, really. And that's just a small part of Taiwan.
But it's also very misleading when your airplane is landing and the pilot will always say, oh, now we're arriving in Taipei. Come on, that's Taoyuan.
That's true. In fact, I realized when I was looking at a map of Taiwan, I didn't know where Taoyuan is. Even though I go through Taoyuan a lot in the airport, I was like, oh, wait, where is it? And then, okay, but now I know. My students laughed at me, so now I know. Okay, let's look at paragraph 2. Since that time, the festival has continued to grow.
那自从那个时候呢，该节庆便持续成长。
Oh man, this is such a good present perfect tense sentence. Pick up your pencil and circle since and underline has continued. This is from the past to now, and we still have it. So this is a great present perfect tense sentence.
Yes, 所以这个是一个完成式的句子哦。看到 since 先把它圈起来，然后 has, have 加上 VPP has continued 这样子的用法。
All right, let's continue to our next sentence here. More than, 这个数字好困难耶，对不对
？880个1000。
That's right. 880,000 people attended the festival in 2012.
所以超过88万人参加了该节庆在2012年的活动。
So if you think counting numbers in English is tricky, well, you're not alone. But it's actually pretty simple. You just remember, in English, we don't have 1. 你就是不要跳到5个数字. We always think in 3 numbers. We always think in 3 numbers. So 你看, we have 880 and then 000. Just put your finger over 000. 你念出来880. 这是多少? 880. 然后Put your finger 在880上 and 你看到000我这个第一个逗号就是 thousand 所以有880然后你就讲到 thousand It's that simple 你就想到3个数字3个数字3个数字不要跳到4个不要跳到5个 It's very, very simple.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at our next paragraph. Some people in Taiwan took interest in hot air balloons and became professional hot air balloon pilots.
所以在台湾呢，有些人对热气球起了兴趣，然后呢，并成为职业的热气球飞行员。
Now, when we take interest in something, don't forget, 在这个 in 之后 we need a gerund or some kind of noun, V-I-N-G. But we can also say became interested in something. So, take interest in 还是 become interested in.
所以在这边 interested 这个字呢，它是有兴趣的嘛，对不对？所以老师刚刚有讲 be 动词的话，后面通常会有一个 ed 哦 interested in something 就是代表说你对什么事情有兴趣。
Let's go to our next sentence here. In 2013, some cities around Taiwan held their own hot air balloon-related events.
所以在2013年呢，台湾各地的一些城市呢，它就举行了他们自己的热气球相关活动。
So, yeah, you can hold your own event. That just means have your own event. Xiaoxin, if you hear someone say, hold their own, 就这样子, he held his own. That means we always thought this person would lose in some competition, but they still did a pretty good job. The other person is just too good, but you still did a pretty good job. You hold your own.
So how would you translate hold your own?
Hold your own means they did a pretty good job. That's what it means, did a pretty good job. Think if you run...
他们做得很好。
Yeah, 真的还不错。事实上还不错。那个另外一个人那么这么快，那么这么强，当然他死定了，他会输了。But 事实上他还是打得还不错诶。So if you play like an NBA player, right? Usually the NBA player will win the game. But maybe some people, they're not NBA basketball players, but they still play pretty good. And you score some points on Kobe or Stephen Curry.
They held their own?
They held their own. Yeah, you did pretty. You lost, but you didn't get embarrassed. 你没有觉得真的很丢脸。
Held their own.
All right, let's continue to our next sentence. Taiwan's first hot air balloon business, Sky Rainbow Airlines, that's a good name, was established in 2014.
所以台湾第一间热气球公司呢，它叫天际航空，在2014年成立。
Do you know what I would call my hot air balloon business?
I don't know.
I would call it Chris Gorski hot air balloons.
Why wouldn't I know?
Let's continue to our next sentence. This provided a strong foundation for balloon activities in Taidong.
那这就为台东的热气球活动奠定了非常稳固的基础。
Yeah, foundation here just means a really good start.
基础 foundation. 那女生擦的那个粉底也可以叫 foundation.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I like when they do makeup here for me at Ivy. My foundation always looks so good. My wife always says they do a good job. Okay, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we have our next paragraph. Okay, friends, we're back with more Enjoy English School. It's July 3rd. We're on day 1 of our Spotlight on Taiwan, the Taiwan International Balloon Festival. Let's begin our final paragraph. Something new is added to the festival every year, which is a good thing.
所以该节庆的每年呢，都会增添一些新花样。
So we have something new. Okay, so in 2015... there were 10 special themed balloons.
所以在2015年的时候呢，有10种特殊主题 special theme 那个字就是主题哦，所以它有10种特殊主题的热气球。
What was cool in 2015? Right? It's hard to think about, right? There's like a Harry Potter balloon, there's a Pikachu balloon, maybe
Pikachu balloon. I think Harry Potter balloon is the color is too dark.
The red and yellow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the themes of these balloons, but I'm just trying to think, what would I pick? That's what I'm thinking. A hot air balloon competition for international pilots was held in 2016.
那在2016年呢，一场国际飞行员的热气球竞赛在这一年举办。
So the Waikoran wanted to play too. Okay, let's look at our next sentence here. The following year, the first sunrise liftoff was held at Sanshiantai.
那隔年呢，在三仙台这个地方，热气球首次结合 sunrise 结合日出升空。Wow!
Is Sanshiantai really, really famous? Do all Taiwanese know what it is?
I don't.
Oh, it's that cool-looking dragon bridge. It's the kind of... When I first saw that Sanshiantai bridge, it looks like a dragon, I thought you could drive on it.
You can?
No, you can't.
So it's not a bridge.
It's stairs. It's a bridge, but it's a footbridge.
It's a footbridge.
That's right. It's made of stairs. You think of when you, they have those high arches. You don't drive over that. You walk up the steps. Yeah. It's kind of hard to walk, but it was... the first time I went to Sanshiantai, there was a big typhoon close by. And we had we go today or we never go to Sanshiantai. It was really beautiful with the kind of typhoon coming to Taiwan. It was really heavy waves. It was beautiful.
I feel like you've been to more places in Taiwan than me.
Maybe. When I first came to Taiwan, I traveled a lot, and now I really don't. And that's not because I don't want to travel. I told myself I wanted to wait for my family to travel more in Taiwan, but they never visited me. Putting them on blast. Here we go.
And you have like so many cats to take care of. So
that's true. Leaving Taipei is big trouble because we have so many cats and they like to kind of, sometimes they're friends and sometimes they're not. So we would worry a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to our next sentence. In 2018, 还是2018都可以, the Travel Channel named the festival one of the world's top 12 hot air balloon festivals.
那老师刚刚有说2018或者是2018都可以哦，所以2018年的时候呢，旅游频道呢就将这个节庆选为世界前12大热气球节庆。
How many are there? There has to be one still like in France, right? Because that's where hot air balloons were invented.
I think the most famous one is in Turkey, right?
In Turkey?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I could see that because when France was inventing a lot of things in the end of the 1700s, they were also doing a lot of fighting. And a lot of those scientists went to Turkey. And Turkey at that time were doing interesting things with science.
I know.
That seems to make sense to me.
Yeah. And also in Burma, they also have this hot air balloon festival.
Oh, I don't know about that one. That's interesting. Yeah, Burma. Myanmar. Myanmar, right?
Yeah.
Burma. That's funny. I haven't heard someone say, like someone under the age of 50 call it Burma.
Really?
Yeah, Burma's kind of like what the old people call it.
Really?
It was, yeah. The reason is because Burma was kind of like colonial. And so Myanmar was like what the locals called it. So Myanmar was put on people like our age. And then the older folks call it Burma.
Because
both are fine.
My first English teacher is actually from Burma. So
interesting.
I mean, she says she's from Burma, so that's how I remember to say it.
What a good reason to still call it Burma, right?
Yeah.
My first English teacher was from Burma. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's continue here to our next sentence. The night liftoff activity was added in 2019. Well, that makes sense because 2017 was sunrise. Now they're going to do one at night.
Yeah, so 2019年呢新增了夜间的热气球升空活动. They are trying hard.
They're trying something new every year. Well, are they going to do what? All right, so they did morning, they did sunrise, they did night. What's next?
With mask.
Yeah. What about like just regular daytime? That's the next year. Not so exciting. Okay, while the pandemic forced many events to stop, Taidong successfully held its festival in 2020.
Oh, so 虽然呢疫情让那个很多的活动被迫暂停，但台东仍成功在2020年举行他们的节庆活动。
Well, that makes sense, right? Because Taiwan never fully shut down. Like things in 2020 were a little scary, but nothing really shut down here ever. And for a very long time, like Taiwan was basically COVID-free, right? So, yeah, it makes sense. Taiwan could still have its hot air balloon festival.
Yeah, the domestic travel was kind of a big thing when the pandemic just started.
That's right. In 2022, the 45-day festival welcomed more than 1.2 million visitors.
Yeah, 所以在2022年呢，为期45天的节庆活动迎来了超过120万的游客哦。
Now listen to my English here. 1.2 million. It's not one dot, okay? And definitely not one period. It's 1 point.
Point.
That's right. 45 days. That's a long festival.
It is.
That's a long festival. I was thinking maybe it was like 6 or 7 days a week, 2 weeks.
Well, yeah. 45 days.
But that does help make the crowds a lot smaller, right? Because the first festival was 880,000 people. I wouldn't want to stand around that much people. I don't like to be in big crowds like Quadian or something. I don't want to go to Taipei 101. There's too many people for me. I just don't like to be around that many people. So 1.2 million sounds terrible. But if you chop that up into 45 days, it's probably not as bad.
Still feels pretty bad.
It's still a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay, with that, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we have Vocab Review. All right, friends, we're back with Vocab Review. And let's look at our first word. It's a verb. To host.
To host 就是举办、主办的意思。
Now, a host, that's like people like me and Minnie were like introducing this article.
Yeah.
Number 2, to kick off.
Which is to start, 就是开始的意思。
Number 3, to take interest in something.
就是代表说对什么东西有兴趣 take interest in something.
你也可以说 become interested in something.
Yeah.
Number 4, a pilot.
Pilot 就是飞行员。
Number 5, a foundation.
Foundation 就是基础。
And number 6, A, be added to be.
所以这边的 is added 它其实是被动语态被添加的意思，所以 is added to 就是添加的意思。
Number 7, a liftoff.
Liftoff 就是 how do we call this here? The first sound
Chife is the verb, right? The airplane lifts off.
Yeah, so
take off.
Yeah, but lift off here is a noun, 所以应该算是升起的名词。
I remember watching like videos from NASA, like rockets flying to the moon, and they say 3, 2, 1, lift off. That's both a noun and a verb. I think it depends who you are.
Yeah.
Is that the verb because it's flying away? But is it just saying we have reached liftoff and that's a noun,
Yeah.
right? I wonder if what the person thinks about is a noun or a verb. I bet you get some like real like nerds arguing about this.
We
like,
can
we're
do
both
this
like,
for an hour.
Interesting. Yeah. It's like, which one is it?
Anyway, 我们这一课 lift off 是名词，好不好
Number 8, successfully.
Successfully 就是成功地，它是 ly 结尾，所以是副词。
And speaking of successfully, you have finished the first day of our Spotlight on Taiwan article. But don't worry, we got more hot air balloon stories for tomorrow, including more about the Taiwan International Balloon Festival and 2 guys shooting at each other in balloons. So don't go anywhere. We got some good stories. For Enjoying the School, I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Minnie.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.